So everyone goes to Google first.
Everyone goes to Google first.
The vast majority of people go to Google first.
Everybody knows that people go to Google first.
People go to Google first, YouTube second, out of everything in the world.
Apparently, people go to Google first and you pop
Google's
up and
a
they
good
look
place.
at
I never thought of
Google.
that.
When I need something, I just Google it. That's a phrase that seems obvious because it appears to match our personal experiences. And with 8.5 billion Google searches each day, yours are at least 4 or 5 of them. But it wasn't the first thing you did. In his book, How Customers Think, Dr. Gerald Zaltman of Harvard says 95% of purchase decisions are made subconsciously. That odd quirk of our brain means that we've already decided before we've decided. If that's tough to understand, think of this scenario. You're on a family trip. The kids are exhausted. The spouse is barking orders. You drive past restaurants and you see Finley's Restaurants, then Blotto's Burgers, then Applebee's, then Tiny's Taco Truck. AI art is weird. Those other places are likely fine, and Applebee's is nothing special. But you're exhausted, you're stressed, and you don't have the energy to make decisions. 8 out of 10 times, you're picking Applebee's. You recognize the name, you know what to expect, and your risk is low. Brains want to make decisions quickly. The more processing power your brain uses, the less effective it can be at doing other things. It should come as no surprise that the business that comes to mind first is the one that tends to get chosen disproportionately more often. And yes, it happens in search too. In their study, The Secret Life of Search, analysts at Red Sea Marketing found most Google searches resulted in a familiar, trusted, credible brand being chosen for the first click. It's clear that raising awareness and trust in your brand is an essential part of getting clicks. And the percentage wasn't insignificant. A full 82% chose the brand they were familiar with as their first choice. And this is consistent regardless of the business category. What this means is you can empty your bank account and give it all to Google, and the click is still going to go to the known brand 8 out of 10 times. Google has been telling you this for more than a decade in their oft-cited ZMOT, or Zero Moment of Truth, a phrase they co-opted from Procter & Gamble's first moment of truth. The zero moment is when you search for something online. But even Google's own diagram shows something else happens before zero. There's a stimulus. There, I fixed it. It could be an event, a commercial, a recommendation from a friend, but I'd argue there's a point in time that exists before the stimulus, a point in the subconscious that makes you familiar with a brand before you know you need it. For example, this collection of brands are ones you've seen advertised all over. The thing they all have in common is they don't exist outside of the internet. They are online companies for an online world accessed only online. But the ads you see are not on Google. They're someplace else. These brands, smartly, are getting into your brain before you need them, giving you an idea, a concept, a solution to a problem you don't yet have. They're not waiting for you to have a zero moment of truth or a moment before that. It's a negative 0 minus 1 moment. I'm not good at math. It's a moment before all the other moments. This is the world you want to own. The part of the brain that is filing information away for a future day, ready to jump into action when the need arises. This is the real first thing you do. Google? It's still in the top 10, but it will never be number 1. Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, or send me an email at johnny@molsonpartners.com. What are you doing to enhance your brand awareness so that they know you before they need you? That is a real key element in marketing that often gets overlooked. Let me know what you think. In the meantime, keep musing about marketing, because that's what I'm doing. Hey, did you notice I'm in 4K? Do I look better? Comment below.